Welcome to our video series on literacy. In this video series, we're going to look at the ways in which you, the parent, can aid your child in improving their descriptive, persuasive and informative writing technique. In this module, we'll be focusing on Key Stage 1 to 2, Years 1 to 4. This video itself is an introduction to the 3 Ps: planning, paragraphing and basic punctuation. These elements of the language are important to allow children to write with structure and produce work that can be understood easily by an examiner. Let's start with planning. Resources on writing suggest that plans almost always improve the way children write, and a constant mantra of the CGP series is that students should always plan first. We're going to start off by looking at how planning fits into the new national framework. The national curriculum has this to say: pupils need to be able to sequence events and recount them in appropriate detail. They need to use a clear structure to organise their writing, and they need to vary their writing to suit the purpose and the reader, something planning will allow for. As part of this planning and drafting headline, students are asked to be able to assemble and develop ideas on paper, thus a plan, and also specifically plan and review their writing, discussing the quality of what is written. So clearly, planning is very important within the national curriculum. The next item that we're going to look at is punctuation. The parent's favourite Key Stage 2 English study book by the CGP makes these 2 points about punctuation and its use. Without capital letters and full stops, students will lose marks. Correct use of exclamation marks, question marks and other pieces of basic punctuation will improve the marks that children are getting. With regard to the national framework, the headline on punctuation states that pupils should be taught how punctuation helps the reader understand what is written, the connections between punctuation and sentence structure, and to use capital letters, full stops, question marks, and to begin to use commas. So that's what's necessary in primary. The third most important aspect, though not explicitly mentioned on the national curriculum for this age group, is paragraphing. This is what CGP also had to say about it. Paragraphs make your writing better, paragraphs make things clearer, and to make sure that students use paragraphs all the time. It is mentioned in allusion in this comment on language structure, however. When we get to the specific section on paragraphing, we'll discuss the tools which are used by class tutorials for descriptive writing, paragraphing. In this video series, we will be looking at each of these 3 Ps in depth, showing examples of poor, mediocre and good planning, paragraphing and punctuation to help you improve your child's work and to enable them to jump to the next stage in their education under the national curriculum.